Good morning, hello. How are you all doing today? Hopefully, it's a good day so far. I am showing the floor a little bit behind me. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I'm sorry about the lack of stream yesterday. I apparently turned off the alarm instead of turning it on like I normally. I check it every night, but apparently Sunday night didn't do it right. Maybe I was too tired. So then it was like 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm normally starting the stream. I'm like, feels like I've been in bed a little bit longer than usual. And yep, I certainly had. But it's all good. I figured out how to work an alarm yesterday. So it actually woke me up today. With that, I am also experimenting with a little checklist above me. It's super simple. What I've got is just like a notepad with the text in it and telling OBS to read from that. And then depending upon how this goes, there might be a little program in the future to sort of like help me manage this. But that's neither here nor there. That's a future thing. Sort of like playing around with the manual, like, paper prototype version, or at least as close as you can get to a paper prototype. All right, what are we doing today? Well, if we take a look at that, today's plan is to set up Rocket for server-side events. So we did notice, like, the initial plan was to use WebSockets, but Rocket apparently has server-side events on it. So we wanted to like test that out because this might be just as good for our use case. So what are server-side events? Server-side events are like, think of them the same as WebSockets. The front end makes a request, the back end catches that request, but then holds on to it and then has the ability to send events just like WebSockets to the front end, to the client. However, the client cannot utilize that connection to send requests back down to the server. So it is basically one direction WebSockets. That's like the closest that I can come to describe it. Now, I've never used them before. I've just sort of like read about them. So this will be interesting to see how easy it is to set up. So apparently this is async streams, because if I look at SSE, here's where server sent events. Okay, the chat example uses an event stream to implement a real-time multi-room chat application using server sent events, which is kind of what we're going for. Okay, the simplest version creates a reader stream from a single async read type. Okay, so there's a couple different ways for us to create this. Let's first start with this version. So we're going to create a new getter for this. So this is the Rocket example that we did last week. So here's our post, here's our get. Let's create a new one here. So it's going to be a get, or let's call this like game stream, or we could just call this stream just to copy them for right now. So it is going to be async function. It's going to be an IO result. With a, okay, so we're going to be using the reader stream macro. So you don't know what that is. You don't know how to, okay, there it is. Pull it in. Or not? Okay, so I don't think you, oh no, okay, you know, reader stream. Okay, you just upset because I'm not returning anything yet? Maybe? Let's try. Okay, so it's a tuple with an array that represents the IP address that we're listening to. So we're listening to 127.0.0.1 already. So I'm guessing that that's fine for this. And oh, this is gonna be a different port. Okay, so that's the port probably. Lots of errors. 13 errors. Oh, this is open brackets like that. Okay, that makes that better. All right, now we're at 0 errors. So if I run the server, okay, so it's running. Now how to test this? Let's go ahead and open up this Thunder client that we have again. So I want to do a new request. We're gonna do a get to localhost. This was that 9999. Oh, and it was /stream. So I don't know if, well, also I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing anything else. So it's refused by the server, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Okay, how about this? This produces 1 every second. So I like this a little bit more because it's actually gonna let us test it properly. So produces an infinite series of hellos, 1 per second. That sounds good. Oh, and also this function is not being used. That's probably a problem also. We need to like add this in, don't we? So like stream. Let's also do this one. So if I take you here, so we're gonna get infinite hellos. Here's our hello function. Let's call this an infinite hello. Return text string with a static stir. We have a text stream, which we have to pull in. Unresolved macro typed stream. Where is that? Did I pull in the wrong one? Okay, here's text stream. And a rocket response stream. Text stream. Okay, no, that's correct to pull it in. Okay, so then we'll respond with that mute interval. Time. Okay, so text stream is gonna be interesting. Okay, there's gonna be like a JSON down a little bit, but that'll be fine. This will be good for testing. So I don't know if this is actually a problem. Let's go ahead and take this infinite hello and add it in here. So if I run you, oh, use of undeclared module time and duration. Okay, so yes, we do have things missing. Time. Okay. Time is rocket Tokyo time duration. So this is what we want. Okay, so now we can see here's our stream and here's our infinite hello. So if you come back to here, let's first start the stream again. Okay, so that's refused, and then infinite hellos. Which is connection refused by server, but that, I mean, it may not be a problem. I don't know if there's, let's see, how do browsers connect to a server sent event route? Like MDN. Stacking, hello. Yeah. Well, I know that that's one easy way to make it so that way I can like wrap the form. I was kind of hoping that I can just like hit the return like and catch that event. But yeah, wrapping it in a form, and that would definitely do that, because enter would, like, I think that's an automatic caught. So yeah, that's a good idea. That probably is like for the best too, because for readability and like to make it any screen readers would like then understand what it is a lot better. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, so event source defines all features that handle connecting to a server, receiving events. So event source. Is there examples? Yeah. Okay. So event source equals new event source. Event list, document, query selector. Okay, and then we can get an on message. So that's very similar. We are back having a quick breakfast with wife. Awesome. Well, have a good breakfast, and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, so let's see. How do I want to do this? We can open up I wonder if I can get away without having like an app yet. Like maybe something in here. So can I do like okay, so we can do event source. And I want to do a localhost 999 slash stream. Okay, cannot establish that connection. How about 8080? Redeclaration of const. Oh, yeah. Well, probably should use let. I'll just use var, even though it's like not super great idea. It'll make this a little bit easier. Okay, so we have event source to this stream. Okay, so cannot establish connection to there. Doesn't look like it's even trying, right? Yeah, okay. Not even trying. How about this other one? So we have this like infinite hellos. So okay. And wait. Is the server running? Oh, it's running and it's 8,000, not 8080. Okay, so localhost 8,000 infinite hellos. Cannot establish a connection. It is a get for this. Okay. So that doesn't, okay, this is definitely not happy. Yeah, it's fully supported by Firefox. We can do configuration. Provides options to control the new connection. The possible entries are with credentials, defaulting to false. Okay, so I'm trying to create an event source. Let's try not doing localhost. Or maybe I need like HTTP. // Oh, okay. So that's a different error. Content security policy, the page's settings, observe the loading of a resource. This, a CSP report is being sent. Okay, so we got a cross origin policy. So I would need to fix that on the server side. But can I also do this with credentials? Well, no, this. Should I try with credentials true? No, okay. So we need to set cores on here. Also, out of curiosity, let's try this stream. Yeah, okay, it's the same problem. So we need to figure out cores with Rocket. Really? So cores is usually just like setting some headers to state what it's allowed, because cores is enforced on the browser side. I'm kind of surprised that there's no, so maybe an API? No, okay, there's nothing here. So then I need to remember, what are the headers that I need to set? I think it's something like this, where it's like same origin. Well, actually, no, because these are different origin. Because like, I'm not running on a web, like this web server that's on localhost. And cross origin is checking like everything about the browser, the URL that's sending. And if it's the same as the server, then we're good to go. But if we're like off by just a teeny tiny bit, then we're not good to go. Okay, so we need to okay, I think I need to add this access control, allow origin, and then I'm just gonna do star for this. It's not the best, but okay, we need to figure out the headers. Okay, so headers. Oh, right. The headers includes this type of stuff. So here, this responder, we have data, and I think everything else was a header. So, what was it that we need? We need this access control, which I don't think I can use the dash. Maybe. So it'd be custom headers or custom responders. Okay, so we have like header content type. But that's not helpful. Oh, but we can do this. Response. Okay, so then with... Now none of these are being what we're responding with, are we? So can we do that off of here? Like for infinite hellos. No, it's not content type. What am I thinking? I'm tired, that's what. This is access control. I don't actually believe this is gonna work. Okay, so can't find this. Let's pull it in. Okay, so that rebuilt, I think. Did it rebuild? No, it did not. Okay, so we have... Can I find attribute response in the scope? Thought I pulled that in. Yeah, here's a rocket response. But I guess that's not the type of, that's not what it's used for. Okay, so let's head back to here. This is like a super simple one, so maybe that's what I want. A responder. Okay, so we could do something like this, a tuple. No, because that would be then content type. So I'm assuming that then there'd be multiple of them. For pithy reusability, it is advisable to derive a custom responder. So that we have something like this. That returns you. Now for a stream, so this is returning a text stream, a static stir. Okay, this adds the header self.header and self.more to the response. Okay. Or we could do this, okay. But you're not a response you're not like a normal response, are we? We're a text stream. Would you be less upset at me if I didn't use... I kind of wonder if just using this to like oh really you're not upset about that. Okay, fine, you are upset about that. I don't think I can start my front end client on 8,000, which was what causes this problem. Okay, so we could do back-end rendering with this too. Oh, they have live reloading. Oh, sort of live reloading. Okay, so I suppose if I created, let's see, maybe like, is there like a public folder? Select the not public, maybe static. Oh, I suppose I could do this. Let's do like our hello world. Could be a static string. Can I do like, is there HTML? There is. Okay, HTML. What do you take in that's not? Okay, override that to HTML or text HTML. Okay, so then this could be like maybe a static stir or that. No, okay, so static stir. And then you need to be HTML language. Isn't there? Oh, I think that was the other. Isn't there a macro for like HTML? Okay, so if I just try to return this, you're unhappy. Oh, because I need to respond with like HTML. New? Oh, there's, okay, no, that's HTTP. Okay, so it's a tuple. So I might be able to get away with something like this. So let's also put like a body in here. And let's throw in like an H1. So if I do that and we rebuild, we cannot do that because, oh, a continue with this thing. So I was trying to do like a response here, but it's very unhappy with that. Okay, so we've got, that's working. So I want to do, where is it? To get to slash. So, and it's 8,000 to slash. Okay, so here's our hello. This is, can I now do this to get to stream? Okay, so it's not the same cores issue now. Okay, so internal server error. Okay. We try the other one. Can't establish a connection to the server. If I do just like slash like that. Yeah, so it is trying to do go to HTTP localhost 8000 infinite hellos, and it cannot. Outcome success, but fail to write response channel closed. So for infinite hellos here, this is what we're trying to send out. And I guess that doesn't work. Now they have the guide for creating like the server sent responses and like a what is it called? Lifetimes issues? I don't think so. So we're getting this error here, but it's like compiling still. So I think it's actually only I think it's an error due to that it being a macro. We can also try restarting Rest Analyzer. That sometimes works. Hungry Spirits, also hello. So they have this chat example. We could try running this. So here's all of Rocket. Okay, so here's our cargo toml. I think what I can do is a cargo run example chat. Let me also make sure that we've shut down this other server in case it uses the same oh, no target, no example target name chat. Really? Well, okay. What are you named? You're named chat. Well, wait a second. How am I gonna run this if you can't find it? Okay, you have your own cargo toml. Wait a second. Are you not? Oh, you're not like an example like that? Okay, hold on. I think I have to go to examples, chat, and then cargo run here. I think this might work out a little bit better. Okay, so look at this. We have our shield, we have our fairings. With the shield, okay, so there's those. Address localhost port 8000. Okay, that was correct to sort of assume. I don't see anything else that's crazy. What else is in here? Is there like an in static, we have the index.html. So we're going to go to /static or /index.html. So that's going to be localhost 8000 /index.html. Okay, that gives us this status connected. Okay, so I'm actually kind of curious if I try to create another connection here. So this would be event source to like events. Ah, okay. So event source dot on message. Oh, it's not a function? How does that work again? Oh, we set it equal to a function. Okay, so it's okay. Okay. So it's equal to a function that probably takes in a message. And we're just gonna console.log. Here, we'll just do that. So then if we send a message, we get this back. Okay, that works. And so we can see in here in the data, so we have data inside of it, which has where we are, username, guest. Okay, so how are you? So I can also use that static to build and have it be a target for like the front end part of it. Okay, so what we're looking for is this events. Okay, so here it is, events. We have an async function events. We get a queue. So the messages coming in. This is a sender message, huh? And then end. Okay, which is shut down, and we return an event stream. Okay, let rx queue subscribe. Okay, then we have our event stream, then we have our loop. Stacking, you feel sorry for us non-Northeast folks that don't know the power of the pork roll. I suppose. I could add that to a, like, if I ever visit, you know, that area, I'll have to like check it out. Go to a restaurant, pick one up. Okay, so if I taking a look at this and taking a look at infinite hellos here, how can I change this? So first of all, this is returning an event stream, whereas this is returning a text stream. Okay, so static stir, I think that's fine. Then we have this, oh yeah, that's a good point. Async function, let's try that. Okay. Also, how can I tell it? There must be a way for me to tell it what where to go. If I tell you to run, you're gonna tell me that something else is running on that port, aren't you? Yeah, okay, could not bind the port. So let's go ahead and shut this other one down. Back to you. Okay, so set up on localhost. We come back to here. Here's our hello again. So if I want to go to infinite hellos, okay, so can't get, so we did it, get infinite hellos, failed to write response, channel closed. Oh, I had a zombie process? Oh, yeah, that could totally do that. Oh, I bet I needed to change the port number or reboot. That sucks that like it lost just because of that. We'll have to come back, circle back around, and check out you again, with a fresh sort of like system running. Let's see. So I'm returning from here, but it's saying failed to write response, channel closed. This keeps an infinite yield that happens like this, okay? And then if I also do like stream, the target machine actively refused it. So that would be this one right here. I don't think I need to set up like 999, right? Yeah, okay. So same problem here. Okay, so if we do this exactly like we have here. So let's add another one of these functions. So we're gonna do a get slash infinite events. How about that? Infinite events. Now this takes in a queue, and then also an end for shutdown. I wonder if I actually need those. If you're reading that error right, it's trying to send a request to stream events, which that route doesn't exist. Event streams. Yeah, this is interesting that this is like keeps on popping up. I wonder. So, who's trying to hit this with event stream? Oh, it's this. This is still up. It's trying to reconnect. So it this app is trying to hit this and reconnect. That's what. Yeah, and so like it's just a route that doesn't exist. Okay, so we have Q, which is going to be this reference to a state, which is rocket state, which then has a sender, which inside has a message. Ooh, which you only have flash message. And oh, you're this type of message. Okay, so what if I just did like string? Then we had mute end, which is a shutdown. We're gonna turn an event stream, which is a macro that. Okay. So we could just do this entire subscribe thing. I think we're gonna leave Q alone. We're gonna do this event stream. We're gonna do an infinite loop. Let me do a. Okay, so we're going to yield event. So yield event JSON message. We have message equals select message, receive message, okay, and then like sending it out. Epic Blarg, hello. How goes the stream handlers? Not super well. We're working on it. We're getting closer, but okay, so if I wanted to just do like a yield to whatever this event stream is. So event, I wonder if I can just do like event string. Okay, you don't even know what you are. Event, it's like we have JSON. Is there like an event string? Oh, that's cool. Does SSE require JSON? It's possible, but I can't even control C now. Okay, there it goes. So, okay, what are you yelling about? Okay, so it doesn't know what event is. And you don't know how to pull it in. So where does event come from? Oh, so event doesn't come from anywhere. Event. Rocket response stream event. Okay. Rocket response stream. See, here's like event. Here, we'll try that. Okay, right. Because I couldn't have it, I didn't know what to use with it, so I just sort of made something up. obviously making stuff up doesn't work. And you're also not helpful because you don't know what's inside of here. Now here we have event JSON. Yeah, like nothing about this is helpful. Here, let's. Okay, so there's event JSON. Ooh, event comment. Event. Okay, so can I just do event comment? I mean, no errors, so that's a thing. Okay, so come back to here. Oh, and we created a new function here, so we have to pull that in here. Come on. No, okay, failed. Using states requires managing it with manage. Okay. Then can I just not... Can we just not have these? And the answer is maybe. So we have you here. We want to go to port. This is infinite events now, I think. So infinite events is new event source. On message. Actually, we'll just console. Yeah. Nope, didn't want to do that. Want to do that. But you don't seem to be doing anything. Is it on message like that, or is it on message with capital M? No, it's definitely this. Okay, so do I want to do like every second here? What was this? We have our interval, just this duration. Okay, so we create that. Then we're going to interval.tick. Don't you need to take in the message and log it? Well, so I'm trying to like just log it here, which we noticed when we did this here, that worked. So I did a on message console log, and then we sent a message and we got this out. So that should work because I'm basically saying, hey, this function, run this function and pass in whatever you're going to pass into it. So we can try you. Okay, this is infinite events. Now, the other thing is like, this is a comment, and a comment might not be the same as an event. So I might be able to do like, or it might not be the same as like a message that we're sending out. Like there's that JSON thing that we need, that we might need to do. But like, we're getting closer. Okay, so like, for example, we got an on end. That's good. Okay, so we get infinite. Okay, we get that. Now, what I'm thinking of is that this is not right. So there's also event. And we can maybe do something like, hello. Ooh, no. Okay, so it doesn't like that. Okay, so it needs a cow static stir. Okay, so we can do a... I've never used cows. Are they in the standard library? They are, okay. Cow from. Okay, so I can do like a cow. I just like, once we get into this point with like all this async and these macros that are causing REST Analyzer to go crazy, it hates everything. I did them in the book super early, like the first 5 chapters. Oh man, okay. So I completely forgot about that. So this is a borrow cow. Is it new? No, it's cow from. So then we can just do hello. Expected 2 arguments. Event expects 2 arguments. So hold on. Here's event. Oh, wait a second. So into, oh man, this is kind of hard to read. No, look at this. Event. Oh, it's event data. Oh, it's not event. It's event data. So it's like data. Hello. Okay, so we get that. Then hey, look at this. Here we go. So now we're getting our hello every 1 second. Have I checked the MDN article on SSE? It might be helpful to see what the format. Yes, I did. So here we go. We get the data from this message. Okay. Now, server send events is only the server sending. I cannot send a message from the client to this. This is basically just receiving only. Pull, no push. It's the server pushing to the client, from what I understand. So I don't even know if it's a pull. But okay, we get these. This is awesome. Oh, client, pull, no push. You don't like client is just like, just give it to me. Give everything to me. Okay, so this is pretty awesome. If I wanted to, let's see. Looks like we kind of set this up for that. We kind of set up a web browser for server-side events. Now, what I need to do is like maybe rename this, like test if server-side events will work for us. What this really means is I want to be able to like do a post to send a message. So, and then like get that in the server-side event, like when that happens. So send a message, and get in other client. So the way to me that would work would be we send like a post request and then, or yeah, we can send like a post request or we can use a channel. There was that data. Sorry, was it data? It was the state. Like that could be potentially looked at. We might want to do something like, let's see, have like a post. Here for like games, we get this data, which is this let's see. Get the form that's data. Oh, which is this here, which is this message, which is a strict string. We get this debug of a data down. So if I actually run this was post to games. So post to you games. If we send, here's our message that we just got straight back. If I set up a channel system, so if I set up a channel, I could send it into that thread. I'm assuming that this is a thread behind the scenes. That event stream is creating a thread. It also makes me wonder if there's something in here like text stream. Is there like a text in here also? I don't see one. Yeah, I think what we'd want to do is we have to like capture and hold all of these in here. Okay, so we probably want some kind of channel. So if we pull in like crossbeam, we could have a well, actually, you know what? There might be channel stuff built into Rocket we would need to look at too. And then coming in on a post, we then send that out. We like store that away. I think that would work. But I think we're gonna have to do that tomorrow. But this is a good start because like we now have channel like MPSE. Yeah, so like a channel, it could be an MPSE or it could be Crossbeam. Crossbeam being a crate that does like pretty much the same thing. Because I could do that like, hey, we get a post, add that to a channel, and then this this thread here, which I assume that it's creating the thread behind the scenes with this macro, we could then read the channel and just like, hey, wait until something comes in and then send it back out. We'll also need to like store what like user ID you are. So like you only get like the right things, but the general idea here is here. So basically that's going to be the next experiment is, can I send a message through like a post and then send it back out here? You don't know why my Rust analyzer has such a freak out of macros. It would be nice not having them red lines. I know. But like Rust analyzer and macros have never really played well together. RLS 10, like, well, okay. It's been like over a year since I even tried RLS. It's possible that RLS is still like better with macros, or it's possible that they're not good with macros. But I kind of don't want to switch back over to it, but we totally could just to see whether or not this mess would be better. But yeah, because like I noticed also that I was kind of assuming this was going to be fixed. Like auto new lines for me, but I don't think I think Rust Analyzer had just given up on this file, which is not nice. Like I'm just getting full errors. Like unresolved. It has no idea what's going on. And I don't think I can tell it to ignore it, can I? Yeah, there's literally nothing that this lets me do. If there is, maybe Rust Analyzer lets me just say like, you know what, ignore this. Like, don't even bother linting this. Yeah, it's difficult to handle macros in Rust Analyzer, and Rocket is macro heavy. Maybe we'll have to switch over to RLS just for this project, which is not nice. Okay, so I think that's going to be our next experiment. Taking a message and get it. Oh, same issue with REST format. Oh, okay. So then no matter what, we're kind of screwed when it comes to like getting linting. Probably would want to store this in a different file and then just like close it when it's done. It's like breaking it out. Are they still working on RLS, or do they fully drop support for Analyzer? I have no idea. I haven't like looked at or paid attention to RLS in a long time. All right, so we've got events. I'm gonna go ahead and shut off this server, and we're going to store this way. So this is in a Rocket branch in the Deck of Cards Simulator backend. So we have SSE working, sending a string every second. So that event data is actually really nice. So We can probably also like do JSON once we figure that out. Arla still gets commits, but it's effectively dead. All right. It kind of makes sense. No reason to like work on two of those at the same time when our REST analyzer is so popular. I think we're going to move forward with Rocket to the end. It seems like it's going to do everything that we need to do for this. I'm liking it so far. I noticed that there was a, well, okay, we still need to figure out, okay, so we have like this send a message and get another client. Another big thing that we need to deal with that we haven't figured out is cores with Rocket. We just, that's going to be some header settings that we can throw in. But we actually need to figure that out. Rocket 0.5 is nice. You would have different feelings if you used 0.4 or lower, which is actually one of the reasons I purposely didn't look at it until it was unstable. I purposely didn't look at it until it was unstable because I knew that it would just not be exactly what I wanted. All right, so I think this is where we're going to end it off for here. We have some things that we're going to work on tomorrow, which is like this sending the message. The sending the message getting to the client might be the full stream tomorrow. Just sort of like the server-side events was the full stream today. It seems to be taking about an hour for us to like figure each one of these things out, which is not too terribly bad, I don't think. It's sort of like a good focus per stream. So with that, there's not too many of us here, so I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream. Everybody, thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out while I figured out this Rocket and server-side events thing. It's too bad the REST analyzer is not the best, but we'll just sort of like deal with all the red squiggly as we are. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, unless I screw up my alarm again, which hopefully won't happen for a very long time. And then we'll work on more Rocket servers and server-side event stuff. All right, with that, have a great day and see you all next time. Bye.